Hello friends and welcome back to another Remnant 2 video. Today I'm talking all about prisms. I'm going to show you where to get all 7 prisms. You can see on the right side here we've got spaces for 7 different ones. They're basically like loadouts for your fragments. You can pick and choose what you want in each one and then level it up and max it out. And I know for a fact a lot of you guys, including myself, have screwed up our first couple of prisms. My first one didn't even have any fragments that could fuse on it, so getting a couple new ones is going to be in your best interest so that you can experiment around with them. It was confirmed by Tragic that the next patch that comes out, they're going to allow us to reset our prism at level 10 if we messed up or we didn't like the few choices that we got at the beginning and we want to reset it and start over again. And then in a further patch, they're probably going to come out with re-rolling the legendary fragments, which I have not even gotten to that point yet. As you can see, my prism is 26. I'm trying to be very careful and merge these together, but I have yet to see a single fusion. So I would love to have a prism guide for you guys, like how to build your prism and best practices. But honestly, I'm still figuring it out since I just haven't even gotten any of the fusions yet. So it'll definitely be nice when we can reset them. As you can see, I have a level 10, a level 19, and now a blank one that I just got. And I'm going to show you how to get all of these as well as the 3 that I don't have yet. First up is the default prism, the Prism of Veracity. This is the one that you will most likely get when you log on. Now, if you're on a brand new account and you haven't killed a world boss yet, you'll need to kill your first world boss in order to acquire this Prism of Veracity. The second is Prism of Lethargy, and this one can be purchased from Dwell for 1,000 relic dust. So those of you guys that have enough relic dust to spare, you can go in here and there will be an option for you to purchase this one for 1,000 relic dust. But keep in mind that you do need that relic dust to get back fragments that you have fed to your prism. So a good best practice for your prisms is to feed the fragments to your prism in order to get the different roll chances. So most likely you're going to want to get those back by pulling these fragments here from Dwell. The third prism that you can get is from Cass over here in the ward. I've heard that it's about a 5% chance for her to sell it, but once she offers it, I don't think it goes away. And you can purchase this prism from her for 250,000 scrap, which is a lot of scrap. I actually went ahead and purchased it from her, and now I only have about 20k scrap. So it's a big purchase, but if you're like me and you kind of borked your previous prisms, it might be one that you want to pick up. The last 3 that I don't have yet all come from the new boss rush mode. So the first one is for killing 30 or 50 bosses in boss rush. I've heard both numbers, but it's around there. The second one, the Prism of Passion, is 200 boss rush bosses killed. And then the last one there is 500 bosses in boss rush killed. So that is the ultimate endgame. And then of course I left the Prism of Jealousy at the end because for this one you're going to need to find 3 different colored prismatic stones across the world of Remnant 2. The first location is right here on the far side of the firing range on the left side. You just need to dig up once or twice and you will get the yellow prismatic stone. Next up, you want to progress your campaign to the labyrinth, and I've heard that you can do this on an old campaign if you already have one. If you try that, let me know in the comments below if it worked for you, but you want to progress your campaign through to the mini checkpoint here in the labyrinth. When you get to this portal, it's going to be flipping through different scenes. You want to look for the one that I go through. Make sure you wait a second or two so that you fall down on the invisible bridge. A helpful tip for this is to look up towards the top of the portal because you can see where that bridge connects. Now, once you get through the portal and you kill all the enemies, you're going to want to go back to this section all the way towards the bridge. So you're on the side where you came into this area and you're going to dig in this exact spot to get the blue prismatic stone. And then finally, progressing your campaign all the way through Root Earth, you're going to come across this train car event. In this event, you're going to have to clear some enemies, but once you do that, you're going to move on past it to a mini checkpoint. And I'm just going to show you guys here where you came from and where you're going. So back here is the train car event. And then as you progress through Root Earth, Right before you get to that mini checkpoint, you're going to want to go dig over here. So find this exact location. You can check out the mini map to make sure you're in the right spot. And this is going to give you the final prismatic stone, the red one. And now with all 3 prismatic stones, we can head back to the ward. At the ward, make your way over to Wallace, and giving him all 3 stones plus a simulacrum is going to get you the Prism of Jealousy. And that is it, guys. A quick guide on how to get all 7 prisms in the new Dark Horizon DLC for Remnant 2. Of course, you do not need the DLC to interact with the prism system and get all of these prisms. It's only in the base game and in Boss Rush. So go out there and grab them.